This fragrance reminds me of my childhood memories when my mom was doing a Quince drink for winter, and we call it compote in the country where I was born in. So basically you boil the cleaned and advanced quince in water with sugar until the fruit itself is smooth and all the good stuff are released in that water. Then you hermetically lock the jar and leave it for the winter time. That's when it is the best time to drink it. This fragrance smells like that drink. A sweet childhood memory in a little bottle. But the way I found out about this fragrance was around 6 years ago. There was a good friend of mine who worked together with me in the same company. And this fragrance was her signature scent, and still is, because she's still loving it and still wears it. She is so in love with it that whenever I meet her, I can smell it on her and it smells really gorgeously. When I first smelled it on her, I was so impressed that I needed to buy it for myself too, as it is my type of fragrance 100%. And I'm talking about Chanel Chance or Tendre EDP. Here I have my bottle that I bought 6 years ago in a duty-free, and somehow I managed to keep a little bit of juice until today. It was hard to not use it till the end, but it's worth it now, as it macerated so well all this time that it got even better than it was in the beginning. So let's talk about the nose then, and let me do a couple of sprays on my hand. And look at this sprayer, it is so damn good. And yes, baby, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the quince scent. It is literally a ripe, freshly cut quince on the table just in front of me with some caramelized sugar on top of it. That's what I get from this fantastic scent. In the top we have quince and grapefruit, according to Fragrantica, and yes, the quince is so obvious here, and it literally gives a vibe of a quince jam or a drink made out of quince. The grapefruit though is a bit present there too, but only the bitterness of the skin, not the edible part. It is not zesty, nor sparkly at all, not juicy. It has only the skin bitterness that actually enhances the quince scent in a way. That's all I get from the top notes, nothing more. Then slightly we're getting to the middle notes. And in the middle we have only two flowers, which are rose and jasmine, again according to Fragrantica, and it slightly gives some vibe of jasmine and a bit of rose too, but still I can feel that slightly caramelized sugar mixed with the quince from the top. It really smells amazing to me. I wouldn't say that it gives me a floral vibe in the middle, as the flowers are very versatile and very ephemeral. And because this fragrance is a fresh one, it gets through all the pyramid quite quickly, and I can start to feel the base note slightly coming into the game. And here we have only one note, and this one is my favorite note. This is musk. It gives a bit of a powdery vibe, but very slightly. It is such a small amount of it that it makes this fragrance be even more beautiful, and as you probably know already, I do not like very powdery fragrance at all. As always, musk note makes the base feel smoother and gives a slight sweetness to the base. So overall the base is very smooth, clean, and only enhances the top notes and make this fragrance last even longer, but also makes it feel a bit more attractive and feminine. When I get to the base, it gives me that feeling of being surrounded by a fluffy white cloud, which is very delicate and soft and airy. So in conclusion, I can say that to me it smells of a very realistic quince, coated with caramelized sugar, not overly sweet. Fruity, but not juicy, nor sparkly, not too floral, almost a very realistic quince scent to me that I absolutely love. If you are going to purchase this fragrance, the EDP version, I would highly recommend you keeping it for a few months to macerate well before you start using it, because then you'll get the most out of it. Speaking about the performance, I would say that this one stays quite a long time on my skin, especially if I spray it on my hair. I would say it stays about 8 to 10 hours, which is a very good one, taking into account that this is a fresh type of fragrance. And I only use 3 to 5 sprays for that. The sillage and projection are also very good in my opinion, as I feel this fragrance miles away on my friend. If I'd be asked if I want to buy another bottle, my answer would be definitely yes, because I love it very much. I'm planning on buying the 150ml bottle, as my 50ml, as you can see already, is almost gone. So that's why I'm just keeping it in my collection until I buy the bigger size. You can find sometimes this fragrance with a very good price on Boots if you live in the UK, or the fragrance shop. So I'd highly suggest you do your research before you buy it, as you might find a better price in other different marketplaces rather than the official website. I'd say that this fragrance would be mostly suitable for summertime and springtime, but to be honest with you, I feel that this fragrance may be worn all year round because it opens up very, very nicely in different type of temperatures, in different environments. So you can wear it to your work, you can wear it if you have some dating, if you have some special occasion. I believe that this fragrance is really a very universal one and you can wear it anytime and anywhere. So let me know what you think about this fragrance, if you tried it already yourself or if you plan to purchase it in the future. Thank you for being a subscriber. Also, thank you for your likes and comments, and I'll see you shortly in my next video. And don't forget that a fragrance can create lifelong memories.